Welcome to Rad, a daily reader for Reddit. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. I, 23M, found a sex tape on my girlfriend's 23F phone. And it wasn't ours. I've been dating this girl for over 5 years. She's very special to me. Even at this point, I can't help but hope she's not too worried about why I've been acting so oddly. I honestly was planning to marry her sometime in the future as soon as we settled into our adult lives. One day we were chilling at her house when I asked her if she could send me the funny picture she took earlier that day of one of our puppies. She was busy on her PC, so she told me to just grab her phone to send it to myself. When I went into her phone gallery, I noticed a hidden folder, which I hadn't seen before. Out of curiosity, I opened it. It was filled with her nudes. Most I've already seen, some of which she's never sent to me before. I thought maybe she was stockpiling for whenever I asked for any. I clicked on a video. It was a sex tape. It was from the POV of the guy, but the thing is, I don't remember ever filming it. It 100% wasn't me. Trust me, I know what my own schlong looks like. My girlfriend recorded having sex with another man. For the last 5 years, we've had a few sheriff fights, but nothing too serious. She'd always make me feel loved, and I could tell she really cares about me. Or at least I thought she did. After I returned her phone to her, I quickly got up and went home. I couldn't stay there any longer. And now I'm here. I don't really know what to do. I'm planning on confronting her and breaking it off. Right now I'm just so in shock. 5 years down the drain. And I feel like I just lost my best friend. I'm not really sure how to feel. I can't think straight. What would be the best way to handle this situation? Okay, so this sounds tough, but there's really only one solution. Ask her about it. You're only upsetting yourself thinking about it and all the details of it. Ask her and then you can figure out where you stand. I would suggest getting the date before confronting. If he confronts, she can delete and gaslight, saying it wasn't ever there or he was confused. The date is a concrete fact and it will be harder for her to dismiss it, and will have to actually respond to the problem instead of hide it. Like, Outlook is not good right now. If Op is being honest, they've been together for 5 years. There is a sex video recorded with another dick fairly recently. He needs the date as something concrete so he doesn't just get pulled back in. Why would it matter? This is not court where you need to prove you're right. If she deletes the video, you do not need to send the phone for recovery. That obviously means she's been cheating. Because gaslighting can frick with your head, especially from a person you love and trust. Even if she deletes it saying it's an old video, he could just ask why she has her old sex tape video on her phone. They've been together 5 years. Plus, for him to come across it on her phone means it's not deep in her old photos. Meaning it could be recent or something she re-downloaded. Especially given that relatively few people, especially 23-year-olds, have the same smartphone they did 5 years ago. So unless she is one of them, it looks like it was either made recently, or she had to actively decide to transfer it to this phone. ETA, as the comments below reminded me, automatic backup restore could make it possible, though improbable, that she legitimately forgot that it was on her phone. Not necessarily. Every time I upgrade my iPhone, everything that is saved to my iCloud is put right back onto my phone. Did you see a date on the video? If it was during the past 5 years, then that could be a problem. But you should probably come clean to her, in person, so you can gauge her reactions, see if she's lying. It could be a huge misunderstanding, but it could also be a huge breakup. I say just get to the bottom of it. If it does turn out to be a breakup, at least you found out before settling down with her. The way I see it is very similar to a few other comments here. Either she's had this same phone for 5 years and kept that video this whole time as a keepsake, or she's transferred that video file to a new phone. It's a red flag in general and would be grounds for a long conversation. In my opinion, my files get automatically transferred to my new phone when I upgrade it. Doesn't yours? This is one thing I really hate about Reddit. It's always leave her. She cheated. She's evil incarnate. Been together 5 years? What benefit of doubt? PFFFD. Ugh. I have pictures on my phone back from 2010. And I too have a hidden folder with private sh*t. Some of which is with previous partners. None of that makes me a cheat. No one seems to give two craps about the fact that this douche went through his partner's phone without her permission. Being allowed to use a phone is not carte blanche to snoop. He doesn't know the date stamp. and everyone is already shrieking, "Burn her! Burn her! 1 inch!" I didn't check the date, but it was most likely pretty recent if the folder was sorted by time. That's a big assumption, and copying or syncing something over devices could affect the metadata, or the way it's filed on the phone at the very least. Don't jump to conclusions so quickly. Your girlfriend had a life before she met you which included other men. Edit. Just loving how all the commentary assumes the absolute worst of this woman. So ready to call her a whore. Way to live up your reputation, Reddit. iPhones frick updates all the time and everyone seems particularly angry at the thought of a woman keeping homemade porn. How scandalous. Get the scarlet letter on her right now. Op. Please try communicating with her before blowing up what could be a perfectly good relationship. Edit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. To all the angry peeps messaging me, all I advised was that Op talks to his girlfriend before making a big decision. She may be cheating. She may not. Chill. Get the date first before confronting, or at least only confront her in person. Do not give her time to delete anything. Edit. It's so that he can check for the date before he confronts her. It is better to have as much information as possible before confronting in the off chance it is not what it looks like, though admittedly that chance is very small. As evidence it is useless that much is true. It doesn't matter if he gives her time to delete anything. He should definitely talk to her ASAP, and if she ends up deleting the video then the answer is pretty clear. Edit. Should mention that it's also important if she denies or lies about it after possibly deleting the video, then the answer is very clear. Yeah, I caught my girlfriend a few years back of her texting someone she had cheated on me with. I confronted her, and when she asked, "What texts are you talking about?" she had deleted the whole thread, then said, "Why were you looking through my phone anyway?" When I asked why she deleted them, she said it meant nothing. Just friendly conversation, and I didn't want you to keep seeing a conversation that will only upset you. It's scumbag gaslighting behavior. Man, I really feel for you, and I cannot even begin to know the turmoil you feel. One thing that gets me, however, she let you open her phone. That is odd. Normally I'd think that anyone with something so explosive would try to hide that or be more careful about it. Honestly, if that video is legit and there is no explanation for it, it's over. Talk to her, hear her side and decide then. I'm hoping it's a fluke or something that you saw incorrectly. I wish you the best, dude. I'll just throw out there that I was in a similar situation. My ex had explicit proof that she was cheating on her phone and had no issues with me knowing her password, using it. Sometimes people just don't think they'll get caught or don't care enough about the relationship. Worry about what will happen if they do. The lack of trying to make sure Op doesn't go through the galleries could mean a couple of things. The likely scenario is that she doesn't think Op would go snooping. And the best case scenario is that the video was prior to their relationship, so she didn't feel a need to hide it as she wasn't cheating. But I would still feel very weird if I found my partner was hanging on to sex tapes with other partners, hookups in them. Unfortunately, the realist in me would say that it's unlikely for it to be older than 5 years. Because that's a lot of time for a person to change physically. Weight, tattoos, piercings, hair, etc. And as Op said in another comment, the file was at the bottom of the folder, which seems to indicate it's recent. I hope that isn't the case, but I don't like those odds. I don't like the odds either. But we can only hope for his sake there is an explanation other than she cheated. Maybe she was getting him a snake. Ask her about it. Finally, sane advice on Reddit. Talk. She'd always make me feel loved, and I could tell she really cares about me. Yeah, well, I guess you never truly know someone. What would be the best way to handle this situation? Step 1. Take a deep breath. Step 2. Try to look at the date it was taken. Know if it was prior meeting you or not. Step 2. For real, see her and confront her about the tape. Tell her you know about it. If it was before you meeting her, ask her for explanations about why she kept it. If the answer is not satisfactory, e.g., I don't know, break up with her. If the answer is satisfactory, the trust is partly broken, so you'll need time to heal. If it was after you meeting her, you'll need to break up with her, whatever her answer might be. You've been with her for 5 years. Even if the video is from a past relationship, holding on to something like this while you are together for such a long time is a red flag. Confront her and move on. Right. If it's past a relationship, sexy time. The right etiquette would be to delete it out of respect for the current relationship. I don't keep sex-related things from my exes and I would expect the same from them. So it could be a sex tape with an ex, where she would have more than likely been a minor, or it's a recent video confirming infidelity. No matter what reason, it's disrespectful for her to have while in a committed monogamous relationship. As much as I agree with this statement, as I also remove everything from a past relationship, either it be right after a breakup or before a new relationship. It happens where people forget they have something still lurking in their photo gallery from their past. My BF had tons of picture of him and his ex. He never knew it was courtesy to delete them until I mentioned it. That evening he removed them all from his phone and any social media as well. I didn't force him to do this either. This situation with Op could very well be just a huge misunderstanding. He needs to talk to her about it. You need to communicate in a relationship. Update. Thank you for the award. I've never gotten one before. I really appreciate it. D. I'm sorry this has happened to you. That's a pretty crappy way to find out your girlfriend has been fricking another man. What's even worse is that she allowed him to take that video. That shows a level of trust that indicates this wasn't a one-off event. In other words, she'd fricked him more than once and is familiar enough with him that she let him do the video. Here's what I do. First, I just tell her you saw the video and that you're done. If you have stuff over at her place, have her box it up and put somewhere so you or a friend can do a quick drive-by and pick it up. Second, get tested for STDs. You don't know this guy and for all you know, you could be carrying a disease that won't manifest itself until months from now. There is no way this relationship can last another minute beyond this. Call her now and give her the boot. I like my coffee like I like my women, without some guy's dick in it. Thanks for watching Rad. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit videos. If you like these videos, check out Rad 2.